Alright guys, and happy Back to the Future Day, because great Scott, today's the day that Doc and Marty go into the future in Back to the Future Part 2. And to celebrate, I thought I'd at last do a long play and review on the Amstrad CPC for Back to the Future Part 1. And I've been putting this off for years because this is a truly dreadful game and a pain in the arse to work out.
Whoa, this is heavy.
Yeah, absolutely, Marty. Now, this was released by Electric Dreams in 1986. A full price release. And we're going to start this off here as well. Written by Martin Walker. I can't find any other games he's done for the Amstrad apart from being part of the Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis game in about 1992-93. Okay, so here we are on the title screen, an okay loading screen there as well, just prior. And we've got a pretty poor rendition of The Power of Love from Huey Lewis and the News, obviously the main song from the movie on the soundtrack. Now, the aim of this game is to try and get George and Lorraine, Marty's parents, to fall in love with each other, because Marty has travelled back to 1955 and Lorraine is falling in love with him rather than his father-to-be. We're just choosing the difficulty level there. We're going to go for the first and easiest difficulty because this game is a nightmare to work out. There's 4 characters in the game, represented by the 4 people in the centre of the bottom console there. And what you need to do is get George and Lorraine interacting with each other. So there's 4 locations. One of them is the Doc's house, and there's the alien suit, which Marty uses to scare George. I think he appears, doesn't he, as says, "My name is Lord Vader, and I'm an alien from the planet Vulcan." And George gets scared into, get some courage to go and speak to Lorraine. So there's George in blue, Lorraine is in the yellow, and I've just used the alien suit to try and scare George. But what I've ended up doing is, I think I've ended up scaring Lorraine. And so she stood still basically, and different objects in different locations have different uses for different people. Now, Doc doesn't really do anything. That's Biff Tannen there in the orange, and he tries to punch you and knock you out. You can punch him, but the collision detection is freaking awful. So we've gone back into Doc's house to pick up the spacesuit to try and scare George. And there's Lorraine again, but once we've scared George, if we go to the school, we can pick up some love poems that George has written from the bookshelves on the left. And if we get George and Lorraine together with the poem selected whilst near George, George should start reading out the poems to Lorraine. There's the school downstairs, the guitar you can pick up, and if you do that on both George and Lorraine, they may stick together and dance with each other. So there's various ways to beat the game. There's a coffee shop further down which has a cup of coffee you can pick up. And there's a skateboard you can pick up from packing crates to move about quickly. Now, you've got the photograph appearing and disappearing there. You've got Marty's photo on the left and the family photo on the right. So at the moment, George and Lorraine are interacting with each other because their 2 icons in the centre of the screen there are both white, which means they should be interacting with each other. And when they interact with each other, the photograph should start reappearing. But as you can see, Lorraine's following me and the photograph is slowly disappearing. So when Marty's photograph fully disappears on the left, a big chunk of the photograph on the right disappears. So that's kind of like your energy and life in the game. Okay, so hopefully if we pick up the love letters and use them on George and Lorraine, which we just have done, you can see the 2 icons are turned white. They're interacting with each other. and the longer they stay together, as you can see, the photograph is reappearing. But something odd is happening here. I think the game has slightly glitched, because the three of them, including Biff Tannen, are all sort of locked into a pattern there, and they ain't moving. And who am I to question this, because this game took me flipping ages to work out, and it looks like we're going to do it. Biff's icon on the right there, the fourth icon, is also lit up, so somehow we've got him locked in with them two. But whatever the case is, George and Lorraine, Lorraine in the yellow, George in the blue, are with each other. Lorraine's not bothering me, Biff's not bothering me. I've no idea the purpose of Doc in the game. His is the first icon of the four. But it looks like we're going to do it. You know what, and I spent... I did look at this game a few years ago when I did the Back to the Future Part 2 and Part 3 long plays, and I gave up because I couldn't work out for the life of me what's going on. And I think if you're watching this and haven't read the instructions, it's really, really confusing. But hopefully I've kind of explained it. Pick up an object, use it on a character, get George and Lorraine together for as long as possible. And once we've done that, go to the Doc's house, then come out again, and the DeLorean will be waiting for you, and the game is completed. That's it. That is Back to the Future on the Amstrad. I can't really talk much about actually the game. It moves really sluggishly and slow. The graphics are pretty crap. The music is pretty crap. And there's no sound effects in the game at all, or music in the game. Oh look, that's it. I think we've just got, that's it, we've got the full family photograph. That is the aim of the game. So we need to get to Doc's house very quickly. But I thought I'd just show you the skateboard. Find some packing crates and you can make a skateboard. Look at the icon in the top right, turn yellow, then white when I picked it up. Go to the Doc's house, come out very quickly because Lorraine's after me again. And there's the famous DeLorean going up to a staggering 88 miles an hour. Look at it go. Whee! Great Scott. And it just says game over, but that is the game completed. So, pretty dreadful. Here's the Johnny B. Good music. They've changed the music on the title screen when you complete the game, which is pretty good. There's 4 difficulty levels with more of the photograph removed. But overall, guys, this is a pretty rubbish game, especially considering 1986 you would have had to buy this at full price. So therefore, this game, as a review score, gets a 3 out of 10. What a butthead. I'll let you enjoy the rest of the Johnny B. Good music. Thanks for watching, guys, and happy Back to the Future Day. Cheers. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please click a like below, leave a comment, and also subscribe if you haven't already. And over that way, there's another video for you to check out. Zypho, out.